Whoa. First viewer. Okay, so what? So my question is, why did it switch to streaming design? Okay, so it was behind. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Hello, Potrified. You are the only person watching, which is great, and I should be expecting that because it is a work day, like not a weekend, which is wonderful. Alright, so I'll show you what I've got done at the moment. So far, we have this cool block. You can jump. So cool. And we've got this plane of dirt blocks, which is also very cool. And then you can also jump again. How cool that is. And then you still fly, but if you jump, then you don't fly and you fall down and die. That's currently what's going on. So, what happened to your other Minecraft thing? What you mean the Python one? It was just really badly coded, and the 3D engine had really no customizability at all. Now this is completely different. This is completely different, yeah. So right now what we want to do is we want to add jumping. So firstly we have that floating issue, which isn't great. So if there are no collisions, then we can. So if player.check collisions terrain box is equal to true, then it will set touching ground to true because that is true. However, what we need to do if if player check collisions is false, that means that they're in the air, so we need to set that to false. And then what that means is that over here, it only tries to decrease the Y value of the player if we stop yapping. Shut up. Player if we how can I say it? Yeah, if they are not touching the ground. So if we put it here, if we're not touching the ground, say we set player not touching ground is equal to false, then that will just work. So let's do a quick test, shall we? Let's do a quick test. All right. Yeah. See, it works. Wonderful. That is wonderful. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I think we can get one thing off the to-do list, I think. That's a brilliant start. So we've already added player jumping now. And we've added collisions as well. So next thing is world generation. However, I do want to add turning, because at the moment you can't turn at all. You can move about, but you cannot turn. So you're only gonna ever head forward in one direction, which isn't nice in my opinion. I'm gonna try and take people from other live streams to join your stream to boost algorithm. You absolute G. You deserve that moderator. You really do. You deserve that moderator. You are a good mod, Potrified. You are a great mod. To any moderators that aren't watching this stream, which they aren't, Potrified is a good mod. You should be like Potrified. Anyway, so now we have a very cool and epic start here. Now we have this epic. Hold on 1 second. I'll just switch back to Oh wow, it's having a toll on performance, isn't it? Do I just need to tell you? Wow. Yeah, the gameplay is a lot more smoother when we go off the coding scene. That's interesting. So, I mean, that's fun. So what we need to do now is we need to, let me think. So what we need to do now is we need to add procedural generation to make it cooler. But I think the thing I want to add first is turning, because that's just annoying me. You can only move forward, and that is not good. That is not good at all. So I'll need to fix that. So let's do it. So first thing we want to do is, why is there an S there? Has that caused an error? Yeah, it has. The S has just caused an error. That's funny. Save. Yay, we're working again. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to make it so when the player's mouse rotates, we when the user's mouse rotates, we need to grab what they're doing. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can grab the code for that from one of my other projects that I've been working on. So, okay. Look at James's coding. Well, hello there. Oh my. Okay, so we just had a sudden burst of viewers, and now we're at 3 viewers. That. What in the hell? That just happened very quickly. Now we've got 3 instead of 0. That just jumped up. Well, welcome guys. Welcome along to the epic stream. Blaze, I've not seen you in a while, but it's good. It's good to see you. Hello. How are you doing? All right. Okay, this will come in handy. So what this will do right here is it will lock the mouse into it. 4 viewers, yeah. We must make a letter chain because chat is dead. Yeah, that'll definitely boost the algorithm, won't it? That'll definitely boost this stream in the algorithm. That's a brilliant idea. That is a banging idea. That's a banging idea. ABC. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go into player, no actually init scene, where we create the game. And const canvas will be this.renderer.on DOM element, and then we can add that thing there. And now what that does, hopefully, let's see if we get an error. We do not. Yeah, look at that, now we've locked our cursor into the game. Sorry, I'll just switch the view for you guys. So we've got this, and then if we click, then our cursor is locked in. So we can officially be locked in. So let's just go back. So you guys are actually cooking with the alphabet right now, by the way. I've been keeping my eyes on this. You're almost there. Well, I mean, you're halfway through, I'd say. M. Okay, this is intense. This is intense stuff. N. Oh, okay. I think you guys have got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. All right. P. Okay. This is great stuff. This is great stuff. So what we have here. Okay. So what were we trying to do? I'm having memory loss. One sec. Hold on, I'm still keeping my eye on the epic alphabet battle. This is some very exciting stuff. Alright, export class game controller. So this is the game controller. This is what gives us all of our keybinds. So I'm planning to make it so we get a settings class, which lets us set up our keys. Z. There we go. They did it. They actually did it. They actually did it. Hold on. Let me have a look at chat rate. It has gone to 9. All right. It has gone up to 9. You guys have smashed it. Oh, now it's up to 10. I think that is. That's 11. It's quite easy with only 2 people. Yeah, that is fair. Alright, so our goal now is to, alright, so I'm trying to remember what our goal was. Yes, it's to look around. So, now we have this pointer lock. When we click, we lock in. Now, we can reuse this other piece of code from my other project. The exact same one. Is Mr. James upload on Instagram? No, I do not have an Instagram. What am I gonna show? What am I gonna take pictures of? Alright, so here what we can do is we can add an event listener. And here, what this does, so we don't have to have it if mouse down, we can just get rid of that. And now what this should do, so basically it will adjust it. We don't want the Y to be completely like adjusted here. So we'll see what happens. See how it goes. Alright, one sec. Alright. And I can confirm nothing's happened actually. That's fun. Okay. Is there an error we're having or something? Interesting. What is this perfect thing I'm currently looking at? It's something that is just too perfect. Well, Ruby, welcome along. Long time no see. But yeah, you are looking at perfection right now. You are looking up at perfection. Literally. There's nothing that can beat this. Oh, that'll be why. Currently watching this on my second monitor. Yes, lovely work. So, it should be camera.rotation. So, this.camera.rotation. And then we can just copy that across. Fish and chips or cheeseburger, James? Now, cheeseburgers are pretty good, but as a British person myself, I can't turn down a good blimmin' cheeseburger, can I? There's no way I could do such a thing. Alright. That's annoying. So the camera rotation is definitely not rotating right now. But you know why that could be? Yeah, okay, how about player instead? How about we just get the player? Yeah, we need to get the player for that actually. We would need to get the player for that actually. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to rotate the camera, but the thing is we can't rotate the camera because what we've done to the camera specifically is we've made it so, hold on, I'll just find the code. Wait, we're not on result. Okay, hold on 1 second, I'll just show you the code. Here you go. So what we've done is that, hold on, where is it? Is it in, did I seriously just put it in game controller? I'm not that beaten up about it, no, it's fine. So basically what we're doing here is we're making the camera look at this .player.model.position. No, that really shouldn't have an effect, I don't think. No, actually, you know what, it would actually. Because that is controlling all parts of the rotation. So if we were to reload now, we'll just go to result real quick. You can see now that we can now move the mouse around. Even if it is a bit dodgy, you can see that we can now move it around, which is fun. Look how fun that is. Wow, epic, cool. Thing is, we can't really have our good old friend over here, the player, actually moving with it, which is kind of an issue. But that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. The camera rotation isn't rotating right now, so that's like the most programmer-esque sentence I've ever heard. This is scaring me. Speaking in a British accent, you want me to be more British? Oh, yes. I'd like tea and crumpets, please. You know, I've always hated JavaScript. They should have called it Crumpet Script. Let me go and brew a cup of tea. It's a lovely green leaf brew. I tell you, it's absolutely wonderful. Anyway, where were we? Of course. So, I'm planning to make this multiplayer later on, by the way. So, you can generate your own world and stuff, but I'll make a multiplayer server that anyone can join, which would be fun. LMAO, the most British I have ever heard. I know, right? Are you mentally stable? Good question. Let's move on. Uh, so as I was saying earlier, the camera rotation isn't rotating because what we do here is this. You see this method here? It runs every single frame, and this .game.camera.lookout, this .player.model.position. What that does is it makes the camera look at the player model position. So in short terms, the camera is always looking at. We're still in the result. Oh no, we are. Sorry guys, sorry. And by guys, I mean Blaze and Ruby. I'm so sorry. I apologise. Here you go. So this method here, execute events, runs every single frame. Because in main.js we have the animate function which runs every single frame, and here we have game controller that execute events. You get the point. Execute events, boom. And then what this does, the thing that I've just commented out, it looks at the player model position. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically why it's happening. That's basically why it was happening the whole time. But now we've got another issue of of, you know, it's kind of being a bit silly here, because we now have this issue where, you know what, the thing is, we should actually be using this anyway, because instead what we could do is we could change the rotation of the player and not the camera, if you know what I mean. Because if we're always looking at the thing, and then we'll be able to change the rotation of the player, and the player will be able to head in different directions with W instead of just down the Z-axis. So instead of that, now you can see the problem is because this is when game starts. This is too much this for my eyes. I know. That's what JavaScript gives you. You just get loads of this, 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 this. You know what? Let's Control F this. 26 thises. 26. And it's probably even worse than Game Controller. 29. Play it won't be as bad, right? It's still 23, because, like, look at the amount of thises here. Anyway, what we need to do now is we need to get the player. So, what I'm thinking, alright, what I'm thinking is, instead of creating the and dots, that's a good question, actually. That is a good question. We're getting sidetracked, and I don't care. It's 1 of 83 in its scene, but I'm guessing it isn't actually as bad in Game Controller. You'd think different because of how large it is, but if you think about it, most of it is being taken up by these switches. And then 42 here. 85. 85. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is wild. There is actually quite a few dots in index as well. Instead of sleeping, I'm watching the second best Minecraft YouTuber of all time code Minecraft 2 and JS. This is truly crazy. I know, this is the most crazy thing you've ever seen. Who needs sleep when you've got Blockit James coding Minecraft? Why not Java though? Well, basically, the goal of this is to do what Notch was going to do. Now, thing is, he jokingly posted on X or Twitter, you know what, we're going to stick with Twitter, in response to a question saying, what are you going to code it in? He said JavaScript. Now, JavaScript is known for being annoying, and it has about 50 other frameworks because of how bad it is. But it's the only like web language you can use, which is what's good about this. You guys won't have to download anything to play the multiplayer version because it's on the web, and it also means do it in Python. No, I've tried, trust me. It's so much more annoying. It's so much more annoying than this. I'd rather JavaScript Python any day. Alright, how many languages you know? Well, I mean, C++ and C, I know a bit of. C# also, I know a decent amount of. JavaScript I'm good at, Python I'm good at, Java I'm good at, Kotlin I'm good at. So quite a few. Okay, so let's get back on topic. So the problem we have right now is that we want to change the rotation of the flipping, you know what would be good if we just set to, no, 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 no. Yeah, okay, no, that's not that bad. We can just, when we init game controller, because we have the player, you can say that canvas is equal to this .renderer.dom element, and then we can copy this as well, and then place it in here. And then we can change that to player.model. then canvas, we already have defined that, so hopefully that should work without any flaws. I want to see what I've been forcing myself to do for the last couple of months. Well, I mean, if you want to. Should have commented this as well. I'll look at it after. Oh sheesh, that's a lot of data on tornadoes. Yeah, you can see the general trend of how it is just in Tornado Alley. EF4, wait, was that an EF5 I saw at some point? Oh, EF5, there it was. Oh, sheesh, what happened on February 21st? That doesn't sound good. Anyway, we're getting distracted again. Okay. So, I'm gonna turn on the light because I can't see anymore. Alright. Back to topic. Alright. So. Did I set this up correctly? Let's see. Will our game crash? Oh, look, it crashed. Alright, let's see what the first error is. Let's hope it's something that's easy to fix. Because that would be great. And can't read properties of undefined reading DOM element. Oh, no, okay, I see why. This dot game dot renderer. Okay. And okay. Good sign. However, we can't lock in. And you know why? It's because I commented out the bit that I wasn't meant to comment out. So we'll just delete that, which you can't see, but wait for it. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we now have a very cool rotating cube. However, this is not the kind of rotation that we want. This is not the kind of rotation that we want, actually. So we are going to have to fix that. It's fine. So if we just go back here. Goofy our game. Will, this is a work of art. Look, you can jump now. I'll show you. Okay, how cool that is. I know the rotation's broken. Leave me alone. Look at this work of art. You can die as well. How cool is that? Nuh-uh. Shush, mate. You have absolutely no idea how truly great. Alright. So, my thinking now is that what we need to do is we need to find a way to make it so the rotation. Oh, that'll be the issue. That'll be the issue, won't it? That will be the issue. That's why we aren't getting half the rotation that we want. So if we just comment this out real quick. Question is, will it just work like that? Oh, it does. It works right away like that. Now, as you can see, we can't actually move forward, however, in the way that we want to. But what we can do, hold on, you can't actually see this, one sec. There we go. So we can now just walk around. Okay, I keep trying to move forward even though you can't. So we can now just walk around like this, which is pretty cool. You can see the performance isn't great when you're looking at all of the blocks, but we're going to solve that later with like chunks and stuff, because that is just the best way to do things. It's most performance optimized. Yeah, woo! How epic. Okay, let's get back to code. So... Alright, what we need to do now is we need to make it so... hold on, we can just get rid of this, can't we? So, what we have here is we have document.add event listener mouse move. And then we have that event listener there. Boom, 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 boom. So now what we need to do is we need to use, I think we've got to use a assign function to move the player forward in the way that it's heading. So that's going to be in game controller actually, because of how we're ticking. So this is what we need at the moment. So what we want to do is we want to use, this is where trigonometry actually comes useful in your life. If you end up being a coder for some reason, yeah, you can do lots of trig here. So if we create, yeah, that's equal to it, and this is what I was going to do, but fine. So yeah, what we do here is we use sin and cos to, well, basically if you think about it, we're using the angle that we have here to determine where to go based on that. So it will change this -2 what we had before based on whatever sine is times speed times delta time. Now delta time is important so we don't have any issues while lagging. So now what we can do is hopefully if we just go back, yeah, look at that, it's perfect. Trigonometry actually comes in clutch. As you can see, A and D have their own separate way of doing things. But it's fine, because we can just use pi. Yep, more trig. Well, not trig actually, it's technically not trig. But we can use pi. So if we add math.pi divided by 2, and that will go half. And then if we wanted to go left, so that would just make us go, yeah, that would work. Yeah. And then what we need to do is the same over on left. But we'd have to take away. Hopefully that should work. Okay, we've got it the wrong way around, but at least it at least is working well. So if we just plus to left and then minus to right. There we go. Better. Lovely, 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 lovely. Alright. This lag is annoying me, so we are just going to decrease the size of our plane. So we're going to go to 30 by 30 blocks. There we go. Look at that. Performance has gone through the roof. According to our FPS counter, even though it does feel a lot of still quite laggy. This is lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, that's a problem. Oh yeah, S. We haven't done S here, have we? Have we? For backward, then we'd just have to flip it completely, wouldn't we? No, it's not the right way. If we just add pi. There we go. It works perfectly. Lovely. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. So now we have a completely working first-person controller coded without any help. Which is lovely stuff. That's brilliant. Epic. Okay. So have I missed any chat messages? Oh yes, I have. Oh look. Sorry guys, I've missed it. So, Radium, yo, long note, I can't speak. Hello Radium, how are you doing? Has been a long time, it has been a long time. And Mcraft Studios as well, hello. And hello Ozzy as well, so that's nice. If it's going to help, I remember seeing in-depth analysis of how the movement in Minecraft works. If it gets to it, if I want to really clone it hard, then I guess we can do that, yeah. So you can see here, this is our current setup. So we can jump, we can move, we can jump. So I'm thinking we should add a bit more capacity to how high you can jump. I think we should up that a little bit more, and we can do that in how much velocity we add. So we can go 8 here, and then that would change that up here. There we go. See, a bit higher, and I think that's good enough. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that works. Do you use any framework or game engine? I'm just using JavaScript with 3.js. Like here is all of the dependencies I'm using. So I guess you could say I'm using a framework. I really want to make a game engine though. I think that would be cool. Or like a 3D engine. I'd have to learn a bit more about 3D stuff though. Alright, so now we have that working. I think we can get started on procedural generation. So we're going to use Perlin noise. Because without Perlin noise, then I'm not sure what life is. So Perlin noise is basically really useful algorithm that creates smooth things, smooth and epic and cool, like smooth terrain in a way if we use it correctly. So I'm just going to grab the URL for that, one sec. Yo Def, welcome along, welcome along. How are you doing? I'm Air. Oh, you're Air, okay. Where did I put this? Was it an import? Did I import it? Yes, I did, okay. So we can just copy that from there. So when we're generating today terrain, we can put that in main.js. So create new noise 2D from cdn.skypack.dev. That's a. Oh, why are we on? One sec. No, I'm behind. It's fine. No, we're not on code. Okay, one sec. There we go. That's better. Okay. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to use this noise function. So firstly what we're going to do is we're going to create some new noise. So we're going to go const noise is equal to create noise 2D. And then what we want to do, instead of making the Y level that, so we're actually going to change this because this is the wrong phrasing, we want that to be Z. But what we want to change is our Y position. So noise dot and we're going to be able to get using that noise. Again, if it's going to help, I've seen a person make a special terrain generator which imitates how terrain is created in real life. To be honest, I'm into watching developers' vids. Oh, are you? Okay. You might look into that. On Discord, if you could send me that, and I'll look into it. But yeah, for now, as you think, I'm currently just gonna look for the no, I mean like try and make noise work. So what we can do now is we can go noise X and Y. Now we'll see what that does. That is going to be interesting. Because now some terrain should be introduced. Alright, so we appear, like I'm no expert here, but we appear to be missing... Oh, shoot. Okay. We've got an error. Y is not defined. Oh yeah, that'll be Y. XZ and X Z Control S, and then we're gonna change position to R. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh no. Right, we're gonna have to reload. That's something. That really is something quite interesting. You can see like how the blocks are being spread out. But I think for more depth we're gonna have to divide X and Z by 10. Yeah, look at that. That's more realistic. So now we have some kind of terrain, which is good. But of course, in reality, what we want is... One sec, I'm just going to reload YouTube Studio to make sure that I'm seeing the actual live chat. Yeah, I am. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick it, so we're going to probably multiply it a bit by, and normalize it, of course. So if we do math dot, hold on one second, I'll just change back to code. Math dot floor this. Now, from what I understand, what that should do it should just normalize it. Yeah, so now we've normalized it to... Oh, yeah, okay. So we've normalized it now to kind of like normal... What it would look like if we've actually just snapped the blocks perfectly. So you can see there kind of what it's doing, but it isn't very easy to see. So if we multiply it by 10, and then maybe like divide it by 30 instead. Then wow, whoa. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. If I'm being real. Okay, no, that's not the thing we need to multiply by 10. Actually, that's my bad. Okay, that's pretty epic. That is actually pretty epic. Okay, because now we have like a hill. That is pretty clean. So What we need to do is fill the blocks underneath that are visible with other blocks, because you can see the gaps that are being caused there. Now, what I think we should do though is add textures to higher blocks. So we should add we should make probably like a snow texture for the higher up blocks, which we can do quite easily. All we have to do is actually make the texture. So I'll make like a snow texture and a grass texture while we're waiting. So, paint.net. So I'm going to use my immaculate art skills. So we're going to create a new one that's 16 by 16. Let's see how this goes. This will be fun. Brush size 1. There we go. So what we can do now is we can, I know you guys can't see anything, I'll change it in a sec. So there we go, let's just go white. Change it down a bit, but we'll still keep it white for the main part. So white, change it down a bit. And then we'll stick with that. I'll actually use the brush to just do this quickly. Okay, that worked. So file, save as, PNG. No, we can actually just export the image, right? Save as, PNG. So it's snow.png. And we'll go into data-d. Okay, so asset snow.png, save. Alright, so now, oh look at that, we've just gone into the flipping floor. So now, what we have is a snow texture. So we'll just confirm it's working by changing that to snow.png. And we'll see if that works. And we have a white looking block. But it doesn't look very good, if I'm being real. So I'm not completely sure that it's worked properly, but I'll just confirm that it has actually saved properly. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. So, we currently have a small issue with the texture, which is weird, but I'll try and fix that in a second. So, let's have a look at what have we done wrong? What have we done wrong? Exactly. Oh, it's just too bright, isn't it? Yeah. So maybe we need to make it darker. That's actually true. Okay. Paint. No. Oh, okay, I know why. Not as dark as that. Okay. See how this looks. Oh, it's been. Oh, okay. You saved it with like the wrong type of. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was the reason all along, really. Uh. How do we change the image blending? Oh, okay, so we can resize the image. So image, resize. We'll keep it the same, but we've got to change the resampling to nearest neighbor. Now if we save, please. Please work. Okay, no, we've got to make it darker, don't we? Got to make it a little bit darker. Alright, so you do have to make it darker, turns out, which is a bit annoying. Adjustments, brightness, and then we can just down it. Or less than that. Why is it still... That is so weird. Problem is, it's just still doing that. That's so odd. Okay, chat's been real quiet for a while now, if I'm being real. Just gonna have a look here. That is pixelated. There is none of that going on. Just for some reason the game is doing that for some reason, that's really weird. Alright. It's a bit annoying. Maybe if we set it to a JPEG. I will save as .jpeg. And now we can change it to .jpeg. And still the exact same thing happens. That is so annoying. Maybe it is just the way that 3.js is handling it. Bro, nobody cares for coding. Only nerd like you like this. No offense. Why did everyone else join then? No offense, but why did everyone else join? And actively engage. Right, okay. So what I'm thinking is we'd have to change the texture filter to So texture dot mag filter, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, there we go. And then we can make it so a bitmap is not generated. So texture dot generate is equal to false. So now, hopefully, please, I swear, please work. It should work perfectly. Yes, it works. It works, lovely jubbly. That is just wonderful. Okay, so if we want to load multiple textures, then we're gonna have to yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll just go back to dirt for now. That is what I call dramatic hill, jeez. That is some elevation. So those holes are a bit annoying, but we'll have to live with it. Do a Wordle. Already know what bet board. I'm bored, let's do it. No Wordle. Alright. Yep, that can sometimes happen where you like tinker with a problem so much that your code completely transforms. And at that point you've completely ruined your code, but it works, so it's fine. Just leave it like that. Alright, Wordle time. What should the word be? What should our first word be? What should our first word be? World. That's actually got done pretty good. We know D is at the end, and W is not at the start, and R is not at the start, but it's in the word. I mean, R could be at the start. Okay. Road. Okay. Okay, that's also cleared some things up. Sword. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, now we know the positions of W and R, so that's a good start. Alright. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. What? Right. Yeah, sword is the only one that goes with that format, I would have thought. Gward. Exactly. What else goes with a W as the second letter? Tward, Uward. Award, award. Award, award, award. Let's go. Let's actually go. Let's actually go. Came up with that on the spot. Let's go. All right. That was lovely. That was just wonderful. That was just quality stuff. Okay. Phew. Okay, that was good. That was great. All right. Minecraft. So, as you can see, we have some pretty dodgy terrain here. So, what I think would be a good idea is adding kind of like Y levels for each texture in a way. But first, we have to we have to sort out the texture block problem in a way. Because when we do textures, we don't want them. We have to wait for them to load, but that would mean we'd have to load a bunch of textures in and on top of each other, which isn't exactly what we want. Now, so what we should do is, so I'm guessing we should have like snow and stone at the top. Wordless, what the hell is that? Snow at the top. Snow at the top on like the highest few blocks. And then, wordless, bro. That's wild. And then we'd have stone like here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're on a block, it's fine. And then what we'd have is, I don't know, grass around the more downward areas, and there are some bits of grass which are so down low enough that they generate dirt. Shall calculate if derivative of terrain is higher than 1 or something. Yeah, I already know how to do it. It's just the texture, making the textures work for it is something that I'm not completely sure about. So basically, I'll just show you. So we have this code right here, and then we have a for loop here, which makes a 30 by 30 grid of blocks, and then the y is determined by this noise function, where we do x divided by 30 and z divided by 30. That's just to make it more big. And then we times it by 10, so it's more high as well. So this right here is our y value that we already have. So in fact, you know what, we'll just set that here. Const y is equal to that. And then we can just put y here. Now, what I think we would do is if after I have to go to my basketball practice, I can see it. Okay, cool. So we can actually just make another texture function here. So we can go. No, I don't want to animate. No. We'd create a function called getTexture. And then we'd have to input the y into that. Have I said see Armex? If so, then, well, I hope I have. Anyway. So what we need to do is we need to go if, so I'm not actually sure what the highest y and lowest y values are, but we'll just guess for now. I'm guessing if y is less than, just let Copilot write it all for you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll never do such a thing. You know what, in fact, I'm so annoyed with Copilot and its stupid suggestions, I might turn it off if I can. How can I turn it off? Yeah, I've no clue how to turn Copilot off. Please praise be a streamer who actually reads and interacts with his chat. Yep, I'm here. Hello. I do interact and read with my chat. I do. Anyway, where was I? So what we want to do is if y is like less than -5, then we're gonna return dirt. And now, howdy, Copilot is super annoying. Yeah, I know. Literally. Like, I mean, sometimes it gets it right and it saves you a bit of time of typing, but come on. So then we'll go else if y is less than 0. So wait, are you returning the dirt texture based on the y value? Yeah, so basically we've got this, so basically it'll go texture loader dot load assets dirt dot. Now that's just temporary. What this does is we wait for the texture to load and then we add the cube. So basically we've got a for loop here. Why not use a 3D matrix to represent a chunk? I'm probably gonna get onto that later. For now it's just gonna be like a 30 by 30 plane. So if I just show you the result. So we've got this pretty easy to use noise library. Create new noise 2D. It gets this thing, so now we have a noise function that we can use. And then we get the y value from that. And then my plan is we're gonna get the texture. So what we do is we get the texture from the y value. And then we'd be able to set the texture there. Of course, right here we've got the material defined outside, but we're gonna change that later. So chunks array contains chunk int. Yeah, I am going to use chunks later on because chunks are just so much easier and will help performance so much. Oh, hello Cyclone, how are you doing? Return. So we're not going to use sand, we're going to use grass here. Can you please be quiet? Good old Copilot, what are you doing? Else if y is more than or less than 10. Actually, no, we're going to put this up. If you want to add multiplayer via WebSockets, I can do something in Python and post it on GitHub. I think I might. I think I know a pretty easy way to add multiplayer via WebSockets. I've got an idea of how it's going to work. I can use Firebase to set it up. But the one disadvantage is that does mean that there's not really much back-end code, which is a bit annoying. You have to pay on Firebase to actually code anything back-end. It's meant to replace backend code, but it's a bit annoying. Firebase gets expensive though. Yeah, it's not like it's going to be a big scale though. I've seen how Firebase works. I've used it with some of my own projects. Also, make a folder in top level folder called .vscode and add this settings.json. What is that just for? Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah, I'm doing that. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, why is Copilot trying to help me? It's trying to save itself. Look at what is it. Yeah, hub.copilot.editor.enable auto suggestions is false as well. It wants it to do that. That's what it's thinking. It's just going with the flow, but that's quite funny actually. Save it and it should just vanish. Okay, let's test this theory. Alright, let's do something very predictable. So const A is equal to 1. Const B is equal to 2. Will it predict it? At this point it would have already predicted. And it has not. I think we've killed it. I think we have killed Copilot. What a day this is. What a day this is. We're going to up the grass threshold a bit. Copilot is dead, yep. RIP Copilot. Yeah, you won't be missed. I asked Claude for help. Claude helped kill another AI. Lovely. Like being a hitman for AI. That is absolutely brilliant. Alright, if y is equal is around, no, less than 15, at that point we'll return whatever the stone texture will be. So /assets /stone.jpg, and then else at that point we'll just return snow. Stack Overflow. I'm not really a Git hater. I'm using it right now. It's gonna hurt performance in theory. Also, it's slow to write. Well, I mean, you can't use conditions in switches, can you? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna double check that. Alright, so Google didn't give me a very clear answer, but I'm just going to try it. So switch Y. I never thought about using brackets before. Maybe that'll work. Y minus 5. Okay, that works. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Brackets in most language will collapse a statement into a Boolean outcome. That is very true. That is very true. So, I mean, alright, yeah. Okay. So, we'll just break out of that. And then case... Do you even have to break when you return? I don't know. So I'm just leaving the if statements there so I can remember what boundaries I put earlier. Return. Well, mostly, yeah. And then finally case y is more than or equal to doing it the wrong way around, equal to 15, more than or equal to 15, and then we can go snow. Added a 4 case, I'd say that's a good idea actually. We'll just let it return dirt for now. Alright, so yeah, we should actually make something that makes it clear that that's triggered. I might make a texture to show that we've had an error. Also breaking every, yeah, I've done. No, I've forgotten to do that, you're right. JavaScript is unpredictable, so we've got to prepare for the most stupid situations. Use what as my error? To be honest, I'm not sure how on earth a default statement would be triggered. Unless JavaScript doesn't know how to do basic conditioning. But you never know, JavaScript is JavaScript, you have no clue. Alright, so now this problem we have here, it shouldn't. Y is equal to null. No, no, we're not going to set y to null. Yeah, y is equal to null would be cool. That is actually true. If y somehow got to null, then we would catch that. Okay, that's true actually. My bad. Okay. Hence break, yeah. So what we need to do now is load all of these textures. Let's see the FPS switch. To be fair, we weren't even testing it before. This code isn't actually in action yet. Because right now what we have is we have this load thing which just loads dirt and then applies that texture. So the problem we have here is that this doesn't really work asynchronously. Never mind. What I mean is, if we're trying to wait for this texture to load, then we have to follow it up with this. But the thing is, when we try and load the texture, if we were to do it separately, then there's a chance that texture wouldn't have been created yet when it's sent. So okay, well I have a better idea of doing this quickly now, because enums do not exist in stupid flipping JavaScript, because JavaScript is terrible and I'm still using it for some reason. We have to use variables, so we've got to do const textures. So this is just so we don't like load it again and again. So dirt dictionary is enum. It's probably one of the only ways, if I'm being real. No, why am I writing dict? Linux user, you might be a bit behind. Right, so I'm trying to remember how to create dicts in JS again, because JS is stupid. Okay, no, that'll be why. I need to, now we can use dirt. There we go. Okay, that's fine. And then we can texture loader.load. To be a function that you can await. That's a good point. That is actually true. That'll be fine when you only have a few objects. Yeah, that's true. You want to only load textures into memory, then map them to objects. Now, I want to just load them originally, if I'm being honest, because that'll just like make it a lot easier. So texture load. So do that. Copilot might be useful here to save typing, but Yeah, I'd say just load the geometry. Oh, okay. Alright. So there's this thing in... Even though it was quite... No, I think it's fine. I think there's a massive delay. You might need to reload. One sec. Okay. I can confirm that OBS is moving. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Hold on, there we go. There we go. You can definitely hear me now. It might be just because I'm on a browser window looking up documentation. So basically in Free.js there is a texture manager that we can use to see when a texture is loaded. So we can create a manager here. And we can initialize a new texture loading manager, I mean. And then we can do const textures. And then we can put in the paths as before. But this time what we do is, so we do dirt is equal to texture loader dot load hold on, we'll just copy this path. And you know what, first I am going to enable it real quick, since it'll probably just make it a lot easier. There we go. Goodbye. That is funny, it just predicted to kill itself again. I feel bad for this poor Copilot. It does not want itself, does it? So, now we've got that, what we can also do is in the texture loader, we can add the manager. So now, we can create a function called load blocks. And then we'll make window.loadBlocks equal to true, which we'll set to 0 at the start. So now what that means is when player.js starts and all of that starts. In fact, you know what? We'll prevent animate from happening until we're able to load all the textures. So if window.blocks load blocks, and we'll set that to false up here. Yeah, literally. I brought you back to do my work. So now, we've got that, we can do the same thing that we were doing earlier. As soon as you can test it works, you should, yeah. I'm going to comment this out for safety, but I will come back to it. Because we have done a lot of changes. Oops. This tabbing is so annoying. Hold on, we can just format it after, I think. VS Code can do that. Format code, where is it? There it is. Boom, there we go, nice. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to get the material here from where it is here. So we'll create a geometry. We will do that. And the material come from that, but the texture will come from get texture, and I'll give it the Y value. But now what we have to do, we're going to have to adjust this to return textures dot dot dirt, for example, and then textures dot grass, textures dot snow. Nope, that's the wrong one. Stone, textures dot snow, then back to textures dot dirt. Alright, it should be runnable now. And I bet you £1,000,000,000,000 that there is going to be an error. So we'll just have to see what it is. And yes, we have an error. Alright, lovely, 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 lovely. 1 second, I'll just change the result. Oh. Cannot access manager before initial. Oh, that was smart, wasn't it? You know what we did? We accessed manager before it was even created. Okay. I mean, this is interesting. Now, I'm not sure if I'm being deceived here, but this looks a lot like just dirt. And you know why that is? It's because half the textures have not been created to make this. So technically, it's all working. It's all working completely fine. Because we're just getting a null every single time we look for the texture. Performance looks iffy, yeah, but that's just because we're doing 30 by 30 and I'm also live streaming with OBS. The FPS is actually at 100, it's just my PC is not allowing that to actually be rendered. On the browser it does think it's doing 100 FPS. At least that's what it's executing. So, what's with the holes? Basically, with the noise that I've created, sometimes it goes up by 2 blocks and I haven't coded it in to fill those holes yet. So that's basically what the holes are. Alright, let's try fix this textures problem. So, I think it would be useful to know what our coordinates are. So, I'm just going to create a heading here. Y, no, we'll just say, yeah, X. Yeah, we'll just leave it there for now. And then ID is equal to flip in coordinates. Oh yeah, shoot, yeah, you're right. And then style is equal to position absolute. Margin 10 pixels. Font family. Arial. And top 0. 0 right 0. No, that's what the margin's for. That's what the margin's for. The margin is there for that exact reason. that's basically the same as doing 1010. Alright. We'll set it to black. Because on the light blue sky white won't do well, as you said. And now every frame, what we'll do is we'll actually do that in execute events, actually. Document dot get element by ID coordinates dot text content is equal to good point. Going to have like 5 FPS. It's crazy. And then this dot coordinates element. And now what we can do is we can say x is equal to this dot player dot model dot position dot x. You get the idea. And then we'd have to probably floor it to we'll floor it. Hi Enderpoke, how are you? Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah, it works, okay. Hold on, 1 second, I'll just change it to result view. So you can see it does work, and the reason we're not getting any snow is because it never gets high enough to get any snow. So if we change the boundaries down a bit, yeah, there's no FPS degradation, you're right. What the hell is this? It's Minecraft 2, mate. It's literally the best thing on the planet. This is a work of art. Okay, I've just watched it back on the stream, and performance looks a bit worse on stream than what's being shown on my screen, from what I'm seeing in the preview. So just to let you know. Okay, so what do we want to do now? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our textures are working correctly. So we're gonna go down to 3 here, and then go down to 6 here. And hopefully, that will work. Also mix sine noise with cosine. Yeah, I'll do that later on. I'm thinking of making like, you know, biomes where there's mountains and not. We can just easily make the noise less severe. Like here. Right. So that should be spawning a snow block, but it is not. Which is very weird. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Now, I want to be... Oh, shoot, yeah, that's for stone, not for snow. Yeah, that's my bad, that's my bad, that's my bad. So that's just meant to be like else. So now, if we were to run that perfectly, it still does not work. Whatever, what in the hell? Okay. Nah, the thing is, it's a constant, which I think does improve performance because of how, like, memory works. Because we know that we don't have to change that, and basically, within the for loop, that only gets used once, and then it's gone again after that iteration of a for loop, then it will go again, and the texture variable, it would have acted like it would have never existed. Alright, I'll try it. See ya. Alright, I've got to go now. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I mean, I might stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure.